We don't need none of that. We just need the forensic light, just like that. And that's how it works with a Krebs cycle and Morse code. And that is how fast it cycles. That's steady, static. That's the accelerated cycle. And that's Morse code. That's how fast it's cycling. All right. We're talking about something that is forensic. It's already forensically marked. And then it was part of an arson. And then people are going to drive it. All right. So that can't be a crime scene. It actually has to be a bar. All right. And then right there, it is still turning all that stuff on. And that's part of a crime scene. All right. That is federal. And anything those people are doing, all right, anything is considered a federal crime, which is tampering. All right. Tampering with any of that. You see that? Tampering with any of that. Understood? Now, the things that we mess with are flame retardant, heat stable, all right, forensically sound, forensically designed like that to keep people from being that type of problem. All right, to keep people from being that plague carrying, embalming the flesh of existence constantly. All right, messing with a napalm bomb. All right, you know what I'm saying? Creating a napalm fucking bomb. All right, that you are going to be in. And then we can't allow you to be in it. All right. You cannot be creating that. All right. You cannot be creating that. All right. Something called napalm. All right. Your body and your chemistry, all right here, cannot be part of that. All right. And that is why the iliotibial band and all that stuff is removed from your body, which is ganglion trying to spread on your body. All right. And then we need to have sanitary conditions and then the ability to groom. All right. And people should not be trying to rest upon us, tamper with us, or um, basically grow that. All right. Whether it's the dirty ass fucking birds, okay, to the predators, to, making people live like an animal, that's a federal crime. All right. And then anything that they are messing with is considered a federal crime. And then once a crime is actually, basically a crime is reported, or crimes were reported, or crimes did happen, that became orders that were already served as no contact. All right. And I'm only going to have so much room on my goddamn camera to sit here and film and record anything. All right. But you get the point. Out of goddamn time. Out of goddamn time. There is no time. All right. That is all on a timer. And that's a tick rate. And that is what it's going to charge you for. It's going to place no contact orders on your activities, and you'll be charged for tampering. Especially when things are not returned to people like they're supposed to be. And that is a federal crime that is reported as called larceny. And these people are over 17 years in larceny. They're not in bankruptcy. They are in larceny. All right. They are in plague carrying, pain in the fucking ass. Won't let us get the goddamn money. We have to break into fucking everything. We have to charge everybody for tampering. All right. And we actually have to have these things returned to us in a period of time. And you cannot be carrying on those problems called federal crimes. All right. The blacklisted offenses that were already listed and labeled as no more, no mas, nicht mehr. All right. Cannot be allowing that stuff to go on. Nor can you be operating it, putting a fucking key in that shit. I got me a new bar. One, two, three. And that stuff right there called moving the iron, that's easy. All right. That's lightweight. This stuff, it's a little bit more advanced here with the double helix of your body. All right. That is carbonated. This method right here is called carbon methods. All right. The iron works. All right. That's good stuff. But I still ain't getting the money for larceny. All right. So these are the methods that are mandatory by law that they're supposed to be using in the first place that are called carbon methods. And carbon methods has you being charged for violating no contact orders. All right. Those orders were already placed upon you. All right. Those orders and those restraints were already placed upon you for violating no contact orders. All right. And these forms of tools and things like that have repeatedly placed no contact orders on people's activities for the things that they were doing. Things that they were involved in caused a lot of problems for people, and we haven't been able to move on in life. All right. So that's attempted manslaughter. All right. That's already larceny. All right, that's already charges for grand larceny. It's already what they're being charged for, called war crimes. All right, then they're going to try to do this shit again. And it's already me sitting here holding a rifle at them. All right, that's me controlling their motor skills and their motor function and watching everything they do. All right, everything they mess with, everything they tamper with, everything is forensically marked and sprayed for their crimes. All right, and their crimes are failure to comply with federal regulations. They are not complying with federal regulations or time or a person's life. All right, failure to comply with any of that can cause all those things right there to repeatedly keep charging you with the crime. All right, and our job is actually to fight these people that keep trying to get away with that. All right, so if they're out of their orders to be restrained, if they are behaving like that, being gangly, all right, if they are trying to carry these problems, then they have to be surrendered and they have to have orders for their restraint, and they are to sit down and they are actually to listen and cooperate, or they can't be around human beings at all whatsoever. They can't have some money. We can't serve them nothing. We cannot give them anything. All right, we can have them ordered to be marshaled away for a long ass goddamn time, all the way up to the death penalty that they can face. Whether they're dead here, or they're dead in jail, or they're dead at the hospital, it doesn't fucking matter. All right, we're not going to identify them. They're not going to be identified. They're not going to be a legal life form. All right, they are not legally going to exist. All right, they are no longer going to legally exist because this is already ordered against them. And you, if you do not cooperate. Now, God does not give a flying fuck about you. All right? If you are living like that, okay, if you are appearing like that to me, anywhere in existence, God does not give a fuck about you. If you did not let something live for 72 hours, if you did not do the honorable thing, do the thing that is actually going to be carried by you, all right, it's actually going to be around. If you did not do the right thing for that, then God